This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast for Monday, December the 11th, a.k.a. International Breakup Day. Oh, this has got podcasts written all over.
Oh my gosh.
Podcasts were invented for topics like this. Why today is the day, and how many of us have either initiated or suffered a breakup over the holidays in our lives. Big number.
Too big.
Too big a number.
Too big.
All coming up with the Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Simple Desk in Trenton.
Simple Desk in Trenton is your ultimate destination to streamline, market, and strengthen your business's brand. Jenny, the visionary behind Simple Desk, took her commitment to business support a step further by creating BRAZEN, an event for women who dare. After the event's sellout in 2023, get ready for an even bigger and bolder BRAZEN 2024. The full-day experiential event is packed with networking, vendor booths, exciting giveaways, delicious food, and a speakers panel of incredible female entrepreneurs sharing their inspiring stories. Don't miss out on BRAZEN 2024. Mark your calendars for May 31st. Tickets go on sale November 1st. For all the details, visit simpledesk.ca/BRAZEN and be sure to follow BRAZEN on Instagram at BRAZEN Events 1.
You have a good weekend?
Yeah, we had a good weekend.
Yep.
A
Watched
little
a
less
lot
busy.
of holiday movies, didn't you?
Oh my gosh, I don't know how I did, but yeah, we watched Candy Cane Lane with Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
Okay.
We watched
Check. It's off the list.
Family Switch, which was very good.
At Helms?
It was Jennifer Garner and Helms.
Yeah.
And birthday girl today, who...
Rita Moreno?
Thank you. Rita Moreno, who I didn't realize who it was until afterwards. I'm like, oh yeah. But great. If you want a nice family holiday film this Christmas, something new to add to your list, that would be it. It was very enjoyable. And then I watched Leave the World Behind. Not a Christmas movie at all.
Right.
Executive produced by Barack and Michelle Obama. Julia Roberts and Ethan Hawke star. Kevin Bacon's also in it. Wow. It's still sitting with me.
Yeah. You said
Not
that.
holiday-ish. It's not a Christmas movie. It's like an apocalyptic type.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure I'd be able to watch it, but it was very well done.
Now, it's based on a book, because I wondered why
Apparently, yeah.
Barack and Michelle were so invested that they wanted to drop some cash and make it into a movie.
Well, as I said to you, there's a lot of motifs. Themes and symbolism, and there's a lot going on in this film. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was very well done. The acting is really good. It's an interesting story. The reviews, though, are not. Yeah, the ones I've seen, I'm like, did you watch the same movie I watched? Like, come on, people.
So true, right?
It was, yeah. I recommend it. I really do. But you got to be in the right frame of mind, too. If you're expecting it's not an action film.
Right.
It's not a romantic film. It's not a fun film. It is an interesting, it makes you think
Leave
kind
the
of
World
film.
Behind?
Leave the World Behind. It's on Netflix.
Okay. I'll have to watch that this week.
I think you would enjoy it.
Okay.
I really do.
This is the movie you should watch when you break up with somebody. Because today is National Breakup Day. You
That's a good point.
need the apocalypse. A dreaded, we're not going to make it out of here. And it's good because I don't want to feel like this way anymore. National Breakup Day. I don't know if it's December 11th or whatever day is 2 weeks before Christmas, but here's how they figured it out, which is
it is 2 weeks before Christmas, so yeah.
Kind of crazy that they would do this. They started looking at people's statuses on social media, like
around
let's say
2008,
Facebook.
yeah.
And they started seeing when people would change their status from, in a relationship to looking. And they compiled all of that information and found that the average around the holiday season when people broke up was December the 11th.
Which I don't understand. How can people do that?
Yeah.
I do a little bit more now with the reasoning. Nearly half of those breakups, which is ridiculous, is because they didn't want to take someone to their gathering. So whether it be work or family, they just didn't want to have the +1. So they thought it was easier to go solo.
We're
Half, 50% of the breakups. That's what they...
That's a pretty steep cost.
Is it?
Like if everything is good in the relationship, you've got some trust, you like the same things, Nookie's fine, And then it's like, no, I don't want you to bring you home for Christmas, so we're done. Suffer through Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. That's the decider?
Suffer
No.
through Boxing Day supper. Everything else is good.
That was higher than feeling rushed into a commitment. So they feel like the
that's a
pressure of
big
that.
one. Yeah.
45%. So that was the reason. And then 40% it was just too stressful. Too stressful to be in a relationship over the holidays.
Wow.
Overall.
Yeah.
The gift giving, just being with that, it was just too much.
I understand that people go through life and they break up for any reason at any time of the year. But I've never thought of a particular time of, like, Valentine's Day's got a lot of pressure for guys, but I don't know that you would break up. Would you before? But
Valentine's Day?
I've heard about people that break up before Christmas and then don't start looking again until after Valentine's Day.
They want to break. Well,
you know,
okay. Well, then something else is
pressure, right?
But look you want to talk about pressure, not just Valentine's Day, birthdays too. Also a big one, because who has a birthday this week? And already the headlines are Travis Kelce's going to propose to Taylor Swift on her birthday. You want to talk about pressure?
Yeah, helicopters are circling.
But a week ago, even when it started to come out that her birthday was coming up, I'm like, oh, Travis better do something good. Mm-hmm. So. There's a lot of there's pressure around different days. So yeah, the fact that that's why you break up with someone.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, oh, really? Okay, well then I don't want to be with you anyway, because clearly you don't handle pressure well at all.
Right. So I guess you're absolutely right. What a great indicator then that if you can't handle
this. That's what's going to scare you.
Then wait till dirty diapers in the middle of the night show up. Like, forget it then. You know, if something like Christmas, because it's going to come along every year. If we're going to have to deal with this every year, then you're not the one for me. So true.
Very, very true.
According to another stat, 3/4 of us have suffered through or initiated a breakup through the holidays in our lifetime.
You and I haven't, though. We're the one that brings the number down. Not through Christmas. When you said Valentine's Day, I was trying to think of that. No. I don't even think around Valentine's Day.
Now, of the dozens of relationships you've been in, put Taylor Swift to shame.
Mm-hmm. At one time.
What percentage is you were the dumpy or you were the dumper? You've never been dumped, right?
Oh my gosh. Yes, I have.
Were you?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I tended to be more the dumpy than the dumper.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So you wouldn't get into a relationship unless you really felt like this could be a really good relationship then. Right? That's what it seems like to me. If based on somebody who says that, you don't just fly into every relationship.
No, because they quite often would dump me. What I'm saying is they would dump me.
No, I get that.
Okay.
So you make an effort with every relationship you're in.
I tried to.
Right.
I tried to. Yes. Yes.
But I mean, if you're the always one doing the dumping, it's sort of like you didn't give anybody a chance.
No, you're right. Sometimes too much of a chance.
Well, that's my point.
Yes.
You got invested.
Fair. Yes.
And did your best to see.
Mm-hmm. And the idea of doing that around any sort of holiday or day just horrifies me.
Or the holiday being the reason why.
Yeah,
that's just.
I can't. That's a shitty reason.
Weird.
That is not
terrible.
okay.
No, it's
you
not.
are not a good person. I'm sorry. It would have to be something pretty extreme. Not because I don't want to take you to a Christmas party.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Yeah, it's got to be other stuff going on.
Really shallow.
Well, that's the point we made. It's like if your relationship is lukewarm at best anyway, and Christmas tips it over, okay. But if it's lukewarm, it was never going to make it anyway.
No.
So
why wait this long? Like, do it before.
I guess that's the
pull
point.
The cord. Pull. Hit the switch. Be done with it.
November 1st. End it.
Yeah.
It's never going to get better. It's only going to feel worse.
Yeah.
So I'll wait until the holidays when you have no chance of having a date for New Year's Eve. Then I'm going to dump you.
That's horrible.
That's terrible.
That is not okay.
That is not
But that's
right
why
at all.
3/4, though, as you said, have. Like, we have done it.
We've gone through it.
We've gone through it. And that, to me, is just such a, I still can't. It boggles my mind. We are awful, awful people for doing that.
And then the whole idea, too, of the gift. Now, I understand the pressure because the calendar is ticking. If the idea throughout the relationship, especially, and I threw in the example on the air about Valentine's Day, if, maybe you didn't want to get engaged or take it up a step or move in together or whatever Valentine's meant, but you have all year to decide, and now the year's wrapping up and it makes you think, I don't think we've done anything in this relationship. It hasn't gotten any deeper.
Really, yeah.
I'm getting older. My needs aren't being met. We're all just kind of
maybe
coasting.
Something different.
Yeah, so the end of the calendar year makes you stop and reflect, and then, no, we're done. Because I want more and you don't want to give me more.
Again, not a great time to do it.
Not a good time. But I can understand the ticking of the calendar that makes you think that way.
But that's just awful.
I know, terrible. Which means right now, listening to the podcast, you're going through it. Some of you right now are going through it, or you don't know when your significant other gets home.
We laughed and joked about it this morning. But truly, yeah. And then after we turned the mics off, I did have that pang of, oh, crap. Someone really, it could be happening right now.
Yeah, and we're on there talking
They're looking at each other, and that light bulb's going off. Mm-hmm. And either one of them or both of them is like, yeah.
Yep. Who do you think they're talking about?
We need to have a discussion. We need to talk about this.
Or it happened on the weekend, and then they're waking up this morning looking for laughs with us.
Oh, my God.
And we're dropping a bag of poo-poo in your cereal this morning. National
I think it
was
meant to be more fun than that. But yes, that's...
Yeah. So good luck, everybody. It's the holiday season.
On a lighter note, so let's turn it around then and give people an update on our Hallmark movie. Because it was just so funny to come in and see that it was breakup day after reading your incredible story.
It wasn't my incredible story. It was the listener's incredible story.
You put it to paper. You took the elements and formed the actual story. But yes, the listeners, thank you so much for your suggestions. I think we used a lot of it.
Many of it.
Of the suggestions.
And
I say we, Mark.
No, that's not true, because you distilled it to the ones you thought would give us the best example of a local story. Right? Because we couldn't use everything. Yeah.
Movie
so you had said, I like this. I like pop-ups in Trenton, because that's a public place.
Yes.
You know, and I like this aspect.
Was it Martha?
Trees, water.
Yeah.
And Toby Snow. You gave me the name. So I gave them roles that they would have, but they both kind of seem slightly angelish. Almost like a little...
Yes, working the holiday magic.
Working a little intuitively.
On behalf of someone, maybe?
Yeah, all that sort of stuff.
But it was very well put together, and I'm excited to share it with everybody. That will happen next Monday.
Next Monday it'll begin.
There's still some polishing Mark wants to do to it, but...
Yeah, and at some point I have to let it go, because...
You do. You have to get it out there and let people read it.
You know, oh no, just let me do one word. Here. No.
Yeah,
but
so you have a week.
Yeah, the funny thing is, and it's true, and I never believed it when I started writing, but it is true, that when you start, your characters will say, that's great, thanks, but I'm going to tell our story. Your characters literally will change your story when you start writing it. And it's just so weird when you start writing a thing and go, oh, you know what would be better? And it just goes, it's not the story we thought it would be. And it becomes something else.
Yep.
And it's like, that's their story after all. We didn't think that'd be their story. It's a really weird thing. So, and yet all the elements are there. Yeah, all the elements are there, but not the story we thought it would be. Bizarre. So we'll give you a shout. It'll be on our website. I went down, Kay said, easy peasy, no problem. So she's working on typesets and pictures and all kinds of stuff to surround it. So we'll have that next week. So thank you, everybody, for doing that. It's going to be in segments, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, full story available Thursday, Friday of next week before. We break for Christmas.
Yeah. 2 weeks.
2 weeks today.
2 friggin' weeks.
And you're ready for me? I got yours done.
As I said to you last week, I do have I've had you done for a little bit, but it was reassuring to at least see that, and I don't want this to sound the wrong way, but the main people I have to shop for are done. Like the big ones are done. Right. I still have a few things I have to get. Like there's a teacher and a bus driver and some smaller things I have to buy yet. Right. But the main ones are done. I'm happy to report.
You list me above teachers and bus drivers?
Well, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's very nice.
It's a big deal.
I would have thought.
I don't want you going on the air and saying I gave you a crappy gift, Mark. There's a lot of friggin' pressure. You want to talk about pressure at the holidays, your co-host.
Yeah.
That's pressure. Forget about a partner, like a love interest. Your work colleague is pressure.
The Bluetooth toque for music hit it out of the park last year.
Oh, so now the bar's been set.
No, it's the other way around. You've earned a 5-year buy.
We have a Secret Santa here in the office.
Yeah.
Mark is participating. I am not because I am Scrooge. But did you find pressure doing that?
None whatsoever.
None.
No emotional attachment.
Have you ever felt pressure participating in the Secret Santa here in the office?
Never. Don't care enough about them. And I mean that from a great co-host. Like, I'm not emotionally attached to them.
That's when
they're great co-workers and I like them. So it's like, oh, they like this. I don't worry that it doesn't reflect.
Oh my God. I would be up at night. That's why I am not participating.
My gosh,
truly.
wow.
Because I thought about it and I was like, nope, I can't do that to my, because, and I'm not blaming or pointing the fingers, but I find stressful enough.
I don't want you to be stressful.
It does. It stresses me out because I would want to, if they didn't like it, it would really bother me.
But everybody would like what you would get.
That would be my biggest worry.
You're incredibly thoughtful.
No.
Oh.
I try to be, but it doesn't always work. So that would be my worry.
Yeah. Well,
so
I'm
good
sorry
on
you
you.
feel that way.
It's a lot more enjoyable just to watch everybody else open their gifts and know that I have nothing invested and it's fine. So I was curious, though, if you felt any pressure. Because you are a good gift giver.
I don't know. My daughter's over the top.
Well, where do you think she got it from?
She got it from you. I don't know.
You are a great gift giver. And that's why I wondered if you felt any pressure to do that.
No, because apparently I'm a great gift giver.
You are.
Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast this Monday, December the 11th. Have a great day today. 2 weeks ahead of